This is VNN Canada, and here are today's top stories. People come together in Vancouver to mourn Iran plane crash victims. Erroneous nuclear alert issued during training exercise, says Ontario government. Mumbai ODI, Australia thrash India by 10 wickets. Kabir Khan says engage in debate with students, don't send police to beat them up. And now, news in detail. The National Defense Minister says last week's drowning of a Ukrainian jetliner is a national tragedy and the government will work tirelessly to get answers for grieving families. Speaking at a vigil at the Vancouver Art Gallery on Sunday, Harjeet Sajjan said a number of those who died were people who came to Canada in search of a better life. There is much work that has been done, but there is a lot more work that needs to be done, he said. We will work tirelessly to make sure we get answers for the families and the families get the right support. We can get through this together. The plane was shot down by an Iranian missile a few minutes after taking off from Tehran on Wednesday. All 176 passengers on board were killed, including 138 who were headed for Canada. Iran has admitted the plane was mistaken for a hostile target amid soaring tensions with the United States. British Columbia Health Minister Adrian Dix said he was at the Vancouver Memorial to honor those who died on the plane. We want to honor them because they contributed so much to the Canadian society, he said. The unintended release of an Ontario-wide alert about an incident at the Pickering Nuclear Generating Station has sparked a provincial investigation into how such an error could happen and how such future mistakes can be avoided. The province's Solicitor General said the error occurred during a routine training exercise being conducted by the Provincial Emergency Operations Centre, the PEOC. The PEOC, which is responsible for coordinating the provincial government's response to major emergencies, conducts exercises testing the system twice daily, but there was no intention to notify the public, Solicitor General Sylvia Jones said in an interview. At one of these tests this morning, instead of it going out on the test site, it went out live to the people of Ontario, and for that I sincerely apologize, she said. It should not have happened, which is why I have asked the Chief of Emergency Management Ontario, Doug Brown, to launch a full investigation. Deputy Superintendent of Jammu and Kashmir Police Davinder Singh, who was arrested while taking two top Hizbul Mujahideen militants Naveed Babu and Asif Ahmed and a lawyer Rafi Ahmed to Jammu in a car in South Kashmir recently, had been on the police radar for several weeks. According to details assessed by media, he had gone to Shopian to bring Naveed Babu to Srinagar some days before and was now helping Naveed and his accomplice to escape to Jammu. The real aim was to help Naveed and Asif move out of Kashmir and to go to Pakistan, sources said. Rafi had expertise in arranging and ferrying people to Pakistan. The police have recovered grenades and AK-47 rifles during a search at Singh's residence in Srinagar. Money must have been the only motive for Singh to help the militants, sources said. The 57-year-old officer hails from Ovri Gantral in South Kashmir's Pulwama. The family owns orchards in Taral and his parents live with his brother Naseeb Singh in Delhi. Australian openers David Warner and Aaron Finch's record opening stand flattened the Indian attack on Tuesday as the visitors won the first ODI at the Wankhede Stadium in Mumbai by 10 wickets. Both batsmen scored centuries as Australia chased down a target of 256 without losing a wicket. This is only the second time that India have lost an ODI at home by 10 wickets and the first instance since 2005. Warner and Finch also battered their own record for the highest ever opening stand for Australia against India. They ended up making 258 runs, which is the highest partnership for any wicket in an ODI against India. Warner was given out for caught behind in the 6th over when he chased a short ball down the leg side. He reviewed after a lengthy chat with Finch, and the Snico showed no spike as the ball passed the bat. Australia then raced to 110 for 0 in 15 overs, with Warning crossing his 50. Finch made his half-century in the 16th over as the pair settled into the chase. They slowed the run rate and played a largely chanceless innings with India, not helping their chase with lapses in the field. If the government feels that students are wrong, then it can engage in a debate with them. It is absolutely not right to have them beaten up by the police in their campus, feels filmmaker Kabir Khan. Khan was speaking to IANS on Tuesday when he opened up on the incident of police brutality on the students of Delhi's Jamia Millia Islamia University last month. The students were beaten up by the police while staging a protest against the Citizenship Amendment Act, or CAA. Khan, an alumnus of Jamia, told IANS, "I feel strongly about these issues. It was for me a very uncomfortable visual when I watched those students of Jamia walking out with their hands in the air. I feel students have an absolute right to dissent. Students have a right to protest. If you stop students from protesting, then it is the death of democracy. How can you prevent them from expressing dissent?" The filmmaker recently took to the streets of Mumbai along with several other Bollywood personalities to join the common people protesting against the CAA. And that's all from us today. We will see you tomorrow. Keep watching VNN Canada.